Okay, just to follow up on the talk we had on Monday on step how to nest on Sprintray. So first of all, we go to Sprintray and go onto their website. On their website, you'll be, there's indications, learning center, the company itself, buying, etc. But you would go to the Sprintray cloud and you're just clicking sign in. Then you use the username and password that has been provided to you guys on Slack to log in. Once you've logged in, we can just click save there. Click X out of that. Is once you've logged into Sprintray's cloud solution, you can see there are some design options, but we go straight to Rayware. You can play around with this. Over here, we can see our available printers. So you see currently these 4 printers are online. And if in doubt, just have a look at the serial number at the top of the printer to make sure you're printing on the right printer. Okay, so we'll just X out of these for a second. We would put down the name of the patient, so test 1. There's loads of indications. We'll click prosthetics if we're doing full arch work. So then we are coming down. It's quite intuitive because it lets you scroll. All right, my mouse is stuck here. And we're selecting hybrid. The Pro, mouse is stuck again. Yeah, the Pro 55S printer. So the Pro 2, that was actually a photo of it there. This is the Pro 2, which has a 35 micron XY accuracy or pixelation, but it's not. It's just been launched in the US, not in Europe yet. So we click the Pro 55S, and if we're using a standard build plate, we pick that, but I've put an arch kit in each clinic. And then it's either the Onyx Tough 2 or the Onyx Tough, okay, depending on the material type. And it's important to select the correct color actually as well, because if it's a different color marked on the printer, it'll give you a warning sign to say, hey, are you sure that this is the correct resin you've inserted? So we're going to click Hollywood White, and then we're going to upload the file. So here we're just going to upload the file from the computer. We've got desktop there. We select a file, and it's going to now nest it on the build plate for us. And we used to have to kind of do all this manually and set up the supports manually. The brilliance of Sprintray is that they are just automating this whole process. So next we go to platform setup. This part is important. The supports have to be on the incisal edge. So on the, see, it's automatically generating the supports. They have to be facing the teeth, not the fitting surface. So say you're doing crown and bridge, obviously you want the margins to be unaffected. So you see here we've got the supports on the tooth facing side. By the way, if you want to print several, we can see here we've got a build platform. We can click here and duplicate these full arches. And we can even duplicate maybe another one. And then if you start to get creative with it, you can actually rotate them to be clever with the nesting. So you see you can kind of rotate them like that, and maybe rotate this one here, and then start to move this across here. See that? And then you can fit another one there, etc. Anyway, you can get creative with it. So once you've done that, you can confirm the changes, and it'll just set up the supports and make sure everything is fine. So you see it's bringing you across. You can ignore all these aspects here. This is if you want to look at the, sorry, once is this, yeah. Okay, like you could look at everything else that's been done here on the dashboard. You know, we have visibility of all the various things we're printing. That was actually me earlier in the clinic doing chairside printing. So go back here, it's processing, and now we can go ahead and come back. These will stack up here, by the way. If you're to do a second one or a third one, you can click +1 and it won't be lost. It'll come back up here. And then we're going to go send to printer. Once we click send to printer, it's going to ask us which printer to select. So here you have to be careful. So I nicknamed this one Surgery 1 DST. This was actually the first 55S we got. This one's in mode. But yeah, we double check everything. We click here, and then we can see here the time to print is 21 minutes. And then we can click print now, and it'll go straight to the printer. So even if I'm at home right now, I can be anywhere in the world and it will print. All right. So that is how you print. I can go back to print setup if I want to use a different material, or if it's a model or fixed restorations. If you're wondering where there's also a crown kit. See here, there's an option of a crown kit, but the surface area on a crown kit, one of the ways that it increases the print speed is by reducing the tension on the vat. And how it does that is by reducing the total surface area of the build plate. But as a result of that, these kinds of big restorations will never fit on the build plate, just to explain that. Whereas if we went to print setup, just to show you the difference in the total surface area between this and a regular build plate, if we go to a standard build plate, see this is bigger again, and we would fit even more. We would fit even more full arches here. All right, but it would print slower because there's a higher tension on the build plate. Okay.